Lady Bagshaw, could I have a word before you ring for your maid? Does Lucy know that you're her mother?
She does. For years I said I was her godmother, but I told her the truth on her 18th birthday.
How old was she when Jack died?
6. She'd lived with Jack and his mother until then. But I took her into the house and she went to the village school until eventually she became my maid.
I suppose if she'd been your ward, people would have guessed.
Exactly. Who takes notice of a servant? I hid her in plain sight.
Did you love Jack Smith?
Everyone should know a total love at least once. Jack was mine. My husband was very dull, you know. He wasn't a bad man, but he wasn't a clever one either. Then he died, and Jack came to see me, and it began from there.
How daring.
I know it sounds reckless, but I was 39 when I got pregnant. I thought I was barren. Of course, I knew I couldn't tell my father, so I went to America.
They must have thought that wild.
Well, little did they know how wild it really was.
But you were happy with Jack?
Oh, very. We had 10 years together before he died. I'd have married him if I'd had the courage. I was weak, but you never knew my father.
I suppose Royal Service kept you silent on the subject.
Yes, in a way. But it was cowardice, really. Now, by making Lucy my heir, I will have taken the first step.
You must tell Violet at once.
I couldn't.
You're wrong. As soon as she knows the truth, she'll fathom your plans and cease to fight you.
The servants seem to be enjoying themselves tonight, especially Molesley. What happened to the royal team?
It's a long story, milady. But you're right. We did have fun.
Well, I'm glad it's gone well for everyone. But I don't think I could face doing it again.
You're not finished yet. You've still got the ball at Harwood.
Yes, but it won't be our fault if anything goes wrong.
That's not very cheerful.
The last few days have made me think. Should we really go on with it? We're running the house with too few people as it is, and half of those here now will leave soon.
What are you saying, milady?
Isn't it time to chuck in the towel? Lots of people have.
You mean leave Downton?
We could sell it for a school, or an old people's home or something. And buy a manor house with a modest estate and live a normal life.
Is that what you want?
I want everything to stop being such a struggle. Will the staff stay? Will the farms pay? What are we going to do about the roof? When I was putting up the chairs in the rain, I kept thinking, what am I doing?
I'll tell you what you're doing, milady. You're making a centre for the people who work here. For this village. For the county. Downton Abbey's the heart of this community. And you're keeping it beating.
So you think we should battle on?
While there's blood in your veins.
Ah, Miss Smith. Is she settled for the night?
She's more rattled than settled. And I was right. There was an argument. And it was about me.
I hear from Lord Grantham she's planning to alter your life for the better. He says old Lady Grantham was up in arms.
I can imagine.
Are you entitled to your good luck? Do you know why she's doing it?
I do. And I think it's fair.
Go forward in health and use your luck wisely.
I have such a feeling that you can understand what's going on inside my head when no one else does, or ever could. I'll miss our talks.
Would you like to write to me? I could always provide a shoulder.
May I? Really?
I should be pleased and flattered if you would.
And now I think it's time to say goodnight, Mr. Branson.
Good night, Miss Smith.